Blessed my people. Welcome back.
With God, watch your God.
Yo, Peanut Jet, tell me something. Me know say you see that video there where I go around with the woman over the carnival one day and wind up on the police. What do you think about that woman?
My son, keep my commandment and live. Woman is like the serpent who crawl up on the face of the earth and lick up dust with them tongue. Her road is to the bottomless pit down to the chamber of hell. My son, keep my commandment and live.
So peeps, today we're going to talk about a video that is going around viral, and I mean at the carnival where a police officer was on duty and there was a female who was at the carnival enjoying herself and decided that she was going to wind up, as the Jamaican people say, with the police officer or dance with the police officer in somewhat of a seductive type of way. You understand, people? So we're gonna take a look into it because a lot of persons are saying many things, you know what I mean? Some people are even bashing the police officer, which I think is unfair. I'm not saying that nobody is to get a bashing, but I just think it is unfair to be bashing the police. And I'm gonna explain the reason why I said that. Then I'm going to tell you all, if I was in that position, how I would have dealt with the situation. But everybody deal with situations different. So people, let us not just look at the situation as being a police officer and a female. Let's just take, for example, two civilian people, you know what I mean? Two regular persons at the event. One of them a female who is actually working at the event, whether she's a host or whatever she's doing at the event, you know what I mean? And the man was at the event and the man a drink him liquor and a hold him vibes and a party, and him see the female and decide that wow, them like how she look, and him decide say him a go hold the female and him a go wine pan her, you know what I mean, or dance with her against her consent and even hold her by her neck. You get to mess with people, otherwise grab her throat then. You see what I say? Like what the female did to the police officer. In a situation like that, people, how would it be viewed? You know what I mean? Would it be viewed as a man being disrespectful and assaulting the female? I am 100% certain that if that was the case, then that man would have landed himself into problem for sexual touching or for some form of assault, because when it is the other way around, people look on it differently. You get me? Similarly, if it's a case where a female, and I was still talking about two civilian, a female pull up to a man who is working at the event, you know what I mean, dance pan him and hold him in him throat, people just gonna look and say, wait, the girl is a bad girl, you know. I say go. You see me, I say people, and if the man try to push her off or try to make any form of resistance to her, people gonna stereotype the man and say all type of bad things about him. You know, one girl touch you and so on and so forth. So the point that I'm trying to make, people, is that it is obvious that in the minds of people, the rules are bent depending on who is committing the assault. You get me? So if it's a female committing that assault against a man, then in everybody's eyes it is alright. But if it is a man doing it against a female, the exact same thing, then the man figure a prison. So when you look into it, you can see the level of unfairness of how people view things, and that is the reason why people will come out and they will try to bash the police officer. You see what I say, people, because look into it, you know, the police officer was on his duty and this lady come and she decides that she gonna dance with him. You know what I mean? The police officer stand up him and behind him back. It's like him not participate in the dance, none at all. Him just stand up and I look and she do her thing, you know what I mean? And when she feel like the other lady who was dancing and a police officer that was standing beside this police officer, maybe she was thinking that that lady was outdoing her. She turned around and she held on to the policeman's throat, you know what I mean? Like in a some sexual kind of manner, like, you know, people. That in itself is an assault, you get me? Because think about it, people. Somebody you don't know from nowhere at all, you don't know what they have been doing, you don't know if a person nasty, you know what I mean? You don't know nothing about the individual, and this individual just take them on and basically put it in your face. You see me, as a people, right in a public when you're on your job. You see me? I can't tell a man how to operate when I do film work. You get me as a people, but personally I don't like the look of that, you know what I mean, people. You can't take your hand and put in a people's face. And chances are, if the police react a certain way, like maybe just push her off or maybe him ease her off him and so on, and possibly she fall down or so, you know, say people might want to look at the situation and say that the girl was just intoxicated, having fun, and was dancing with you as a police officer, and see her try to push her with you and so on and so forth. You get me, I say, people, whilst if it was the other way around, people would have looked on it different. And a full time now, we as Jamaican start to call a spade, you see it. And we don't need to bend the rules to suit some people. Because people, this is a norm over the years, you know. Once police are work a carnival, you know, you have some people are them fun that. Some of these people are not even Jamaican people, you know what I mean? Some people come in for this type of fun. Some women, that is their fantasy, you know what I mean, for wine upon a policeman in a uniform. And so, you know, them see the policeman, them see the opportunity. Then we chance it because it always happen. You know what I mean? Some of the time, the policeman, them actually even wind back upon the woman, them too, you see it? Because that has caused police officer in the past to get themselves in a problem, you know, for unprofessional conduct. But in this situation, the policeman never move, none at all. The policeman just stand up, you know what I mean? I do him work same way, and this lady decides she go the extra mile, you know what I mean? You can understand if you're depend on your job and a woman pass a carnival and she just stop and she bust a wine and then she walk gone. But when the lady decides she go as far as to put her hand basically in your face, then it's like she across the line. You see it, people. So my personal opinion on this situation basically is it depends on you, the individual, who is there on duty at the time, you know what I mean, your assessment of the situation. But for me personally, I don't like when people who I don't know get into my personal space. I don't really like that something they see. I don't like when people get too close to me when I don't know, you see me? And the dancing thing now is something what me never really like from morning, you see it, because you know you have some people them up, them a party, them a drink them liquor, them a sweat, them come and a dance with you, you know what I mean, them a dry off themselves and you basically what them sweat leave on you, you know. Some of these people, you don't know where them put them on, you know what I mean, some of them be dark grown, some of them have all kind of things on them, you know what I mean, and you don't know where their hands are coming from, and them take them hand and then put it in your face like that, you see me? Personally, I would not allow the person to get that comfortable. I mean, if a female a pass and a female one dance fight in her uniform, and you can't stop her, she just stop her, she bust a quick dance. But when she gets so comfortable that she can take her hand and put on her neck and them something, you know what I mean? That is kind of crossing the line a bit, you know what I mean? So in my opinion, I mean, to each his own, but in my view, I would have tried to put a stop to it there, you know what I mean? I wouldn't allow her to put her hand under my neck. No time, because as I say, you don't know what kind of intention people have. Some of them people can use them with them fingernail and bust your throat. Because some of them people have some fingernail sharp like a razor. You see people, and as I say, you don't know who these people are, where they're from, and what they're about. So you have to be careful. You can't just, you know what I mean, be comfortable with people in your personal space. You have to protect that. While it's a female a dance with you, if you're not careful, what can happen is that there's a distraction, you know what I mean, because sometimes them have other things where they might try to achieve. You see me, so them come and them try to distract you for you to see what go on. Before you know it, something else happen in a different area. You see me? So at the end of the day, you know, we in a bash. Nobody will just look upon the situation, you know what I mean? And I say, boy, personally, I don't like when people dance for me. I don't like it, you know what I mean? Some people go around and rub up with everybody and then they want to come and rub off all kind of, you know what I mean, all kind of sadness for me. I don't like them something there. You see what I say, people. But that's just my view still. You can leave your view in the comment section. As also, you can like, subscribe, share. Peace. John O. Rasta, and that's what I say. So tell me something, what you really think about woman now? Based on all of them things we are going.
If woman is not Satan, there is no Satan.